videotaping one hand and operating the other. And we're going to take it to a real steep hill and see what she does. That was a tight fit getting it in there. Move your feet, Rod. Look at there. I mean, we got about an inch to spare. But she can still fit on a 40, the 44 can still fit on the same trailer the 42 can. But we're running out of daylight, and we're going to try to hurry up and get over to the slope and shoot some video. Okay, we got the TRX 44 Pro cleaned up and in the shop, and we're going to show you the steps involved in taking the track system off and putting the wheels on. Okay, step one is going to be to remove the tracks using an 1 1/8 wrench and a 3/4 inch ratchet socket. And you're also going to need something to hoist your mower with. We have an engine puller with a 1-ton trolley. You can use a cherry picker, but I would highly recommend getting yourself a hoist system. You can also hook these trolleys up to a beam in your roof of your shop if you'd like. But here we go. Let's get started with this step one, removing the tracks. Front chunk weighs a good 50 to 75 pounds, and kind of hard to get out of there. But once it's out, the tracks just slip right off. Now our next step is going to be to remove the drive roller assembly. These bolts here, it's got these orange keepers. They come off with 7/16 wrench. Okay, now we got both of the tracks off. We're going to set it back down on the ground and remove the drive rollers. Okay, now we got the pillow block bolts removed. We're going to remove the drive roller assembly from the axle. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is remove the nut lock plate. These plates keep the nuts from backing off, keep your drive roller firmly attached to the axle. So you take a standard heat gun and heat up the nut and bolt, and what that does is loosens the red Loctite, allows the bolt to come off relatively easy. Okay, so now we got the nuts removed from the drive roller to the axle. We just grab a hold and pull it off. Here, hold it. You got it? You got to hold your tongue right when you get that one off there. And don't forget your shim. You got a 1/4 inch shim on each side as well. Okay, now we got the drive roller assemblies removed. Next we're going to take these 1/2 inch bolts that hold the frame to the subframe. And the way we're going to do that, we got just a little bit of tension here. So when we remove the bolts, they should come out relatively easy. And then we'll raise the mower completely up and slide it out and then put the wheels on. You will have to play with the tension on your lift, and even still you'll want to use something to drive your bolt out. What we're doing here is we're going to take there's a deck stabilizer arm. We're going to remove one side so that the arms will have clearance, otherwise they'll get hung up on it when you go to lift the mower out of the undercarriage. Okay, so now we're ready to lift the mower up out of the undercarriage and slip the wheels on. Voila! With the undercarriage out of the way, now we'll reattach the deck stabilizer arm. Alright, we're going to go ahead and take the mulching deck cover off. And we're going to put our side discharge chute on. It's real easy. For that real good manicured look, put you some gator blades on there. Run your deck cover. Pull your, yeah. Okay, because of the brackets that hold the undercarriage on, they're welded to the side of the frame, you're going to have to space your wheel out with our hub here. It just goes on, and then you put the nut keepers on just like you normally would with the hub on the tracks. This will push your wheels out 2 inches past the deck, but you still will be able to cut wide open areas and a lot quicker than you could with tracks on it. Alright, now we got the hub on. Put the hub keepers on so your bolts can't come loose. And then on the other studs, you'll have the tapered lug nuts, just like on your car. And when that taper goes inside the matching taper that's on the wheel, prevents it from backing out, and you get the proper amount of torque on it. But we're going to put the wheels on it and we'll meet you outside. Hey Rodney, you want to drive it? I'm going to get some close-up footage. Don't run me over, okay? Watch out. Well, we're going to try to go up the ramp. Might lose traction. Wet wheels, we'll see what happens. Whoa! I got it. Told you. On your mark, set, go. Okay, now we got it back in the shop. We're going to show you how to take the wheels off and put the track system back on. Alright, first thing we're going to do is raise it up and take the wheels off. Take the wheels off. Okay, now we're going to take the hub spacer off. It's just a welded, solid welded chunk with studs in it. There you go. Now with the drive rollers completely installed, we can raise the mower up and lower it down into the undercarriage, get it bolted to the frame. Alright, now we take the deck control arm back loose. We need to take the side discharge off over here. There you go, just pull it and then pull the whole thing up at one time. Alright, now we're getting the deck brace arm attached back to the mower. We got the mower lowered down onto the undercarriage. We need to come on down another couple inches, looks like, and then we'll bolt the pillow blocks to the undercarriage. Okay, so now with the pillow blocks bolted down, we're going to bolt the undercarriage to the frame. But yeah, to do this, you definitely need a hoist. These 1-ton trolley hoist right here is a dream. I don't think we could have done it without it. But we're fixing to tighten these bolts up, and then we'll get the tracks back on. Off to the hard part's over with. Woohoo! Alright, now with the pillow block and the frame all tightened back down, we're going to slip the tracks on. Then we'll take the front chunk and install it. Then we apply tension and we're done. Now with the tracks looped over the undercarriage, lower the machine down onto the tracks before installing the front chunks. Alright, let's show them how quote-unquote easy it is to put these guys in. Now keep in mind, Rodney's done about 10 of these so far. You want to be careful not to damage the studs. I guess I could put the camera down and help you, couldn't I? But I assure you it's a lot easier putting that in than it is trying to stretch these tracks over the entire undercarriage. Yeah, I guess that would help. Alright, we're going to get the front chunks both installed, and then we're going to put the tension to them. Okay, now we got the front chunk installed. We're going to tighten the four keepers, but we're not going to tighten them all the way up. We're just going to run them down until they touch the bottom. We'll apply tension, and then we'll come back and tighten these all the way down. And that's one thing that's easy to do, is forget to tighten those. So here we're applying tension to the tracks. 1 1/8 wrench. Drive it all the way in, and when you start feeling resistance from the tracks being stretched, you're there. Alright, putting the last little bit of tension on, and we're going to tighten our four keepers. Alright, we got the tracks on. Now it's time to crank it up, put it out in the warehouse. Watch out now.